Hey chess friends, my name is Sprout, and welcome back to the road to 1300. The last game we lost, it was a devastating loss. It was a great almost win, and a reminder that you gotta stay attentive till the very end. Very devastating for me. Let's go ahead and play another game and see what happens. We have the black pieces. I swear this is like the fourth time in a row that I've had black, so we're gonna play Caro Kann, and hopefully this Caro will go better than last time. Already it's looking like it could be an exchange. Nope, it is actually the advance, just in a reverse order. Right, okay. Well, let's close up the pawn chain. Start by closing up the pawn chain, and then we'll probably still push c5. We'll get our knight on to c6. Okay, at this point we take. That is what we do. And this is still here, so I guess I could directly target it. But I kind of like having my knight on c6. Yeah, I think I'd rather have it on c6. Just checking to see if there's any other plays here. I do eventually want to swing my knight around. But I think... very interesting. Let's go ahead and play this right now. Take up some more space. And then we'll get our knight put onto the square that it really wants to be on. Okay, so they're going to do that. That's fine. They're going to play d4. Okay, and now I believe we can just go ahead and take right now. They could push forward, which would be an interesting choice. Okay, they go there, that's good. What do we want to do now? I'm thinking about this. That's probably what we want to do now. Get that knight developed over to f5 and apply a little bit more pressure on d4. That sounds like what we should do. We should probably also start slowing down a little bit, taking some more time. We've kind of blitzed these opening moves out, but that's because I play a lot of Caro Kann, since it is my primary opener is black, and I have a lot of experience at the different openings, and so far the different lines, and this is pretty normal. Interesting. Are they maybe going to push b4? I could play a prophylactic move like a5. That just seems... I'm not sure if it's really needed. Also, if they want to take time, we'll just develop right here. And they can push if they want, but I think then they just give up this this pawn. Well, here I'm definitely thinking taking there. It's going to leave a really weird pawn structure. I guess that might work. They'll castle kingside and have an open file for their rook. Yeah, it might work out for them. I don't know if it's... I don't know. It could work. It'll probably work. Do we want them to do that? I don't know. Don't know right now. I suppose we could put a little bit more pressure over here. That seems okay. Let's put some pressure. Pressure these two pawns. I mean, they can push. I'm almost tempted to just, if they push, to just sacrifice something, which might be absolutely horrible. Good news, too, is I can take, and I can always take here with check. Which means my queen is not, like, necessarily in danger because of this you know, it's not like a pinned piece sort of thing where I move in and suddenly it's pinned. Question would be which knight do I really want to take with? I probably would take with this knight, just because I'm planning on them castling kingside. It'd be really silly to do otherwise. And this way I can start swinging pieces around over into the kingside to kind of help. Now we're taking a little bit longer. Okay, here we go. So they blocked... That is definitely not right. I need to figure out what I want to do, because technically taking there is not going to help me. I want to take here. So I think I will just take that, gobble up that pawn. And we probably want to move this bishop over as well and get castled. And then, of course, get a rook on the open file there. Thinking taking here now looks pretty good. So if you ask me who's better right here, I really don't know. I think I have some initiative, but I don't think I'm clearly way better off at the moment. I feel I'm in that territory where I could easily make a bad move and kind of blunder any small advantage I have. I mean, I am up a pawn. So take that as you will. I think at a much higher elo, that's probably a pretty big deal. You know, it just signals, okay, let's just trade off everything and you're up a pawn and get into an endgame. But I'm not at that. I'm not at that level. I think for me, it's still a little bit scary to think about doing that. We also have potentially a rook on the open file right now. Okay, so they're moving out. That doesn't look right at all, though. That just doesn't look right. Okay. The question I have to ask is, do I want to just kick them right now? Yeah, that's a question. I think I could definitely kick them right now. And then go, I mean, this still looks great and possibly a little bit devastating. But do I want to kick them? Like, at the moment, it's not doing anything. It is on my side of the board, which is kind of, you know, it's a good idea to kick away pieces that are on your side. But could I not just play here? But if I play here, aren't they going to castle right away? I feel like they are, and I feel like that doesn't help. Alright, let's kick them away. Let's see if they go into the corner, or if they come back this way. If they go into the corner, I'm kind of okay with that. Because they're off of this diagonal, then they're not really going to help anything. And I still have this, but... yeah, okay. That's kind of what I was thinking. So now I think I can take here, and then take, like, this. And then I've kind of wrecked their, a little bit wrecked their king side. Also, maybe I do this first to get it out of the way. because that looks pretty good. If I go here, yeah, if I go there, and then they take, well, that just seems horrible. Now then I'm aiming a lot right there. But of course, if I go here, maybe there's that. But it doesn't matter, because I take there first. So it doesn't matter. I'll just go ahead right now and reinforce. Yeah, I can take here any time, and then I've got, aimed at this, I've got 1, 2, 3. That looks pretty good. I mean, yeah, they're gonna do that. So we'll take here. And I take with check. See what they want to retake with. Both our kings are still in the center of the board, but I feel like their king safety is way worse than mine. What changes? If they take here, then I guess they have... Oh, then they'll have 1, 2 defenders. Yeah, it still doesn't really match. So I just need to figure out what I want to take with, and I think probably taking here is better. I mean, taking here threatens something right away. Takes here like that. Retakes. Takes with the queen. Retakes. That looks pretty good. If I want to go that route, right? Otherwise we take here, but then they can just castle. Oh no, they can't castle. What am I talking about? They can't castle either way. It looks really devastating. It's just, what do I want to keep? Do I want to keep a knight, or do I want to keep the bishop? I think I'll do this. And, we'll see what they take. I mean, they have to take. They have to take. That looks pretty bad. We can also get our queen involved. Or we can take right now. Force them to stay in the center. That looks pretty good, too. Okay. They go there. Which is good, I guess. I think we could go in here right now. Could move up and have this permanently cemented. Which looks good. Can anything happen here? I mean, they can move in. I think I need to secure the open file right now. And this is definitely a good move to be played, but I think I'd like to secure the open file first. And then from there, we'll see what they do. So I'm 2 pawns up, so I can't get too cocky yet. They can't castle. And I don't really have enough to do anything over on that square. I definitely like the look of playing d4 and castling, of course, because they can't. I think they're going to have a bit of a hard time. I mean, they could move in here, but that looks kind of bad because that allows me in. And then maybe there's this sort of play where they threaten my queen, but then I play rook to c1. It all looks really devastating. Oh, they're doing it in advance. Okay. So they're going to try... Okay, so in this case, I think I have to get here first. And then that'll kick that away. And then I can still... Well, I can't get my queen in yet, but we'll go here. And get this to go away somewhere else. It feels bad to move back. So I think they'd have to move forward here just to feel like they're making some sort of progress. There's also just a... if they're not careful, I just give a check and win their queen. And that seems pretty bad for them, too. Because there's definitely a discovery on the way. Or maybe they don't move... Well, they'd have to move it. They're just deciding where they want to move it to. And then I need to figure out for real if I want to give that discovery or not. I mean, I think I'd want to give the discovery. Like, the discovery attack on the queen. I'm losing a rook and a bishop for the queen, but that's still gotta be in my favor, right? That's still gotta be good for me. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that's good for me. I think it is. I'm not the smartest cartoon red panda out there, but I think the math still works out in my favor. Now my opponent is having a think, because they are not in a good situation. I cannot get cocky, though. We saw what happened last game when I let my attention lapse. And just everything, I had a completely winning position, and it all went away. So I have to stay locked in, and we just have to go and be vigilant all the way till the end. Okay, they do that, but I think that's worse now, because now I'm going to give check, and I'm gonna pick up the queen. Yeah, so that's pretty bad. Again, I'll lose both those pieces, but so I think now I can go in here, and then I can probably, no matter what, like, pick up another piece. So yeah, because that's gonna happen. They have to go here, or they have to go here, and either way, I can kind of move in and take some other things. Okay, so we will go there and just see what happens. Okay, oh, that's really good. That is really, really good. Alright, let's go ahead and castle, not do anything stupid. And then we'll just get our rook over here to the open file, and yeah, see what we can do. There's that, which looks like a move. And I think I'll just have to move away. I'd like to stay on this diagonal. So I think I'll have to move down here. Because I want to stay on this diagonal so that when I move my my rook over to c8, I've got some threats here. I'm also looking to pick up the pawn. It's not, you know, I'm a pawn grabber. We've established this. Once we go get close to an endgame, we should all become pawn grabbers. It's not over yet, though, because I'm only 3 points ahead. So we still have to be really careful. If they do go here, I think I'm going to have to go there just to protect against them getting to the 7th rank. I don't really want that. I also see possibly they could try to develop that rook and attack me, in which case, no matter what, I'm probably taking this. If they don't threaten the queen and they don't move to the... Okay, well, then I'm just gonna move to the... yeah, to the open file. So now I think there's definitely some threats to be had. Because if I get here... Well, there's still not threats. It's still not easy. I can probably move here. And then they have to play there. I can start pushing, can't I? Probably could start pushing. Does this get me anything? H5. Going to H5. They'd have to block like that. And I just don't think that gets me any... well, technically that might force a trade. Because if I go here, they block here, and I move there, then they will have to take with the king. Yeah, that could work. Just to force some trades. Because I really need to, like, I need to trade down. So, otherwise, they could also block here if I do that. And that really doesn't help me, come to think of it. We could just start pushing. You know, walls are closing in type of situation. I just wish there's something better, because I want to go there and have them block with the rook, but there's no guarantee that they'll, you know, that they'll block with the rook. Which is annoying. I could go in with the queen. Which could be something, because then that at least pins that. And then if I go in with the queen, and then I go there, that's still getting the job done. And maybe it still allows me to wrap around back this way. Is there anything, any discovered attacks that they can do then? Not really. So we're gonna go up here to F2. And we're looking for some trades. We just want some trades, so we're going to try to get our rook in, give check, and force the king to move away from this rook. And then once we do that, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I feel like we've got something. And I can still pawn grab. Yeah, still got pawn grabbing we can do. Wow, really? Okay, this is impressive. I think, though, that... Okay, well, that fails either way. We can either have it fail this way, or we can just have it fail this way. So I think we'll just have it fail... Oh, what way works better? Hold on, if I go... It doesn't matter here. Doesn't matter. Do some simplification. Also, from here, I think that really locks down a lot of the movement of the knight. They're not going to be they're not going to be able to do much here other than take it. Yeah. So there we go. And we'll kind of see where they end up going from here. I mean, from here, that pawn is finally gonna crash and burn, and then maybe, just maybe, we can get some movement in with our king. It's an interesting one. I think we do have to grab the pawn here. And we'll have to march our pawn up the board, most likely. I mean, we do have a passer, so really we should just push the passer. I mean, we have a bunch of passers. Technically, we have a huge pawn majority, so we should just start pushing them. We could go here and just lock everything down. Yeah, we could go there. Probably works. Just being really extra careful, but that should do the trick. And we'll just start pushing these pawns. These are both passers. They're trying to get in, but I think I'm not too worried about it. Well, they could try to get here. So these two are going to be the passers. It's just how we're going to do it. I could also shut things down right here, just to make sure nothing actually gets in. So just shut that down. Because if we start pushing here, we could also bring the king, which is probably a good idea. I just want to be really careful because I don't want this knight jumping in and harassing the king. But I don't know. I don't think we need to overcomplicate it. We can just start pushing right now. There's no way really for them to protect against it, I don't think. Okay, so they were trying to do that. Okay, well, we'll just push. Now they can go like that now. If they do that, I guess we still just go back here. Because, again, I don't want them... okay. But now I think I just do this, and I've pinned... haven't I pinned your rook to the king temporarily? So then I can just move forward. I think. Yeah. I'll just move out of the way there. And then we'll just move... Well, we can't move in yet, because well, no, they can't jump there. They're kind of boxed in now. So, yeah, they're really boxed in. I don't think they can do anything there. Okay. We will continue to... Well, if we go there, they can go here. And I don't really like that. Of course, if they go there... let's see, here... Knight to b3... queen gives check over there... then we move up. They could block. No, they can't block. Alright, let's just go there. They have to find this now. here. And we just keep walking. I guess the king can move here. Maybe then we move here. Just kind of slowly getting in. Actually, no. Sorry. If the king moves there, it's just check... No, not checkmate. Don't do that. So I think I can go here. And then the king has to move back. King has to move back here. And then we're going to keep moving up. I mean, they can go back and give check, but I just move my king to safety. Because it turns out this move I made earlier, this escape hatch that I made before castling even, I mean, I could just take it and promote, couldn't I? Yeah. GG. I hope they resign, though, because it's like, come on. Oh my goodness. Really? You're not gonna resign? Come on. Alright, well, let's just go there. And we'll bring our king. We'll go here. They can go here if they want. But we're just going to stop it. And this is kind of where it has to end for our friend. There we go. GG, hard-fought battle. They did not give up. Okay. We broke our losing streak. Go us. All right. Let's take a look at the game and see how we did. How did we do? We played 89.4% accuracy. I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Our opponent didn't do too badly either. 82.7. My big fat head is in the way here, but we played a 98% accuracy in the opening, 85.2 in the middle game, and 89.4 in the end game. So let's quickly do a recap and see if we can learn anything from this. Everything here is pretty standard. As you remember, I kind of blitzed these moves out because you know, it's an opening I'm really familiar with. But we had to remind ourselves to slow down around move 10, so we started slowing down here and taking a little bit more time. Fishy says that bringing the queen to b6 is an inaccuracy. That's interesting. But not a full-on mistake, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, of course, we found the best move there. Moving h6 was fine. Moving the bishop into c5 was fine. This was fine. And this is another inaccuracy here, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Rook to c8 is the best move. Getting the rook involved was good. Giving a check was good. And this discovered attack on the queen. Everything was pretty good here. We never really, like, let up our lead. We were very careful this time. Fishy says pretty much everything we were doing is really good. And this was hard. Fishy didn't like this, but honestly, at this point, it was fine. There was no way that they could stop the promotion of our queen. They tried to get a little bit tricky with those pawns, but as soon as we were able to get in there and get our king's help, we were able to secure a victory. And at this point, if they didn't resign, I mean, it would still be pretty easy to mop up the last really pawn that's a threat and then just give a queen and king checkmate. So, alright. That's gonna do it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to interact with me live, follow me on Twitch. The link is in the video description. Alright, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!